Hello class, today we proceed and continue with the topic on care and diet during infancy. We are on slide that explains about breast milk substitutes. Last time we were dealing with breast milk and its advantages, and we also talked about colostrum, the first milk that comes when the baby is born, and how important colostrum is to the baby's health. So this morning we do breast milk substitutes. There are times when the mother cannot breastfeed, or maybe the breast milk is not sufficient for the baby. In case of emergency, the child cannot be breastfed. So here we have breast milk substitutes. We have formulas which are sold in the shops. You have heard about Lactogen and other brands, but the most common one is Lactogen, and it is graded 1, 2, 3 depending on the age of the baby. So whenever you are preparing the milk from the tin to be given to the baby, you need to understand, you need to read carefully the label on the tin or the packet. How is it supposed to be mixed? That is, you are going to read about the quantity of water and the quantity of the powder that must be given to the baby. But never should you give the baby milk from animals like cows, straight cow milk, and you give it to the baby, or goat milk from the goats to give to the baby. Goat milk is for goats' babies. The cow milk is for cow babies. Human babies should be breastfed, but as I said, in case of emergency, you have no choice but to use the breast milk substitutes which you purchase from the shops. So read and add correct amount of milk powder and correct amount of water. Another point that you have to be careful about is the cleanliness of the equipment you are using. If you are using spoons to measure, you are using measuring jugs, or you are using bottles, all those must be thoroughly cleaned, including your hands and the clothes you are wearing. Please ensure that everything is clean and hygienic. All the equipment must be sterilized. It is simple to sterilize at home. You put a pot of water on the fire, let it boil, and put the equipment that you are going to use in the pot and cover it for a few minutes, then use it straight from the pot. Please do not handle carelessly, otherwise the babies will start having diarrhea from the unhygienic conditions. That's about breast milk substitutes. Supplementary foods. There are times when the baby is growing, you need to give the baby supplementary food, especially during the weaning period. Weaning means introducing semi-solid foods to the baby. So here I have in brackets on this to ask you to give examples of foods that can be given to the baby as a weaning diet. You know them, you can discuss them among yourselves, but the best ones are, like mashed potato, porridge, liquid potato, mashed vegetables, even the soups that we have from vegetables that you are cooking to eat at lunch. So long as you haven't put a lot of oil, that will be given to the baby as supplementary food. So you introduce the food slowly, not every day. And if you are weaning the baby has to be taken off the breast. Do not do it suddenly. Otherwise, the baby is going to suffer, and we do not want to have sick babies who, because they have been taken off the breast suddenly, and then they do not want to eat anything else. So the idea of introducing the supplementary foods slowly is to have the babies get used to these other foods apart from the breast milk, and this should be done after the 6th month. So at 6 months the baby can be weaned, and as I said, weaning is the introduction of other foods apart from breast milk slowly to the baby. Do not attempt to put something bitter on your breast if you are a woman, or your wife if you are a man, so that the baby doesn't suckle. No, that is not the best thing to do, and we discourage that. Do not do it. On the next slide, we have increased requirements of nutrition with increase in age. When children are growing, they need larger amounts of food to get the essential nutrients that cannot be manufactured by the body. You know very well, the amount of food that one eats correlates with the age. A small baby will eat very little, but as the baby is growing, that baby will need more food. So ensure that you are increasing the amount of food that the baby is getting as a supplementary food, or even after weaning, then they need more food. Now, factors such as age matter. Activity. What activities are the babies doing, or are the children doing? Their gender, the health status, the lifestyle, all these determine how much of a particular nutrient is needed. You may remember we talked about calories, that the more active one is, the more the calories that person will need. The next point is inculcating good diet habits. How do we inculcate good diet habits in our children? The first point is serve a balanced diet to develop healthy eating habits in children. If you do not serve them a balanced diet as they are young, when they are young, they will not understand the importance of eating different types of foods as they grow up. So serving them different types of food, balanced diet, provides the children with the nutrients they need as they grow, but at the same time, they understand the importance of having different types of food saved on their plate every day or every time they have food. So children must be served 3 meals per day. Those are the most important ones. But they also need 2 healthy snacks in the morning and in the afternoon. These should contain protein, carbohydrates, fruits, vegetables, dairy foods, fats, and sugar. So we're not saying you should just take the sugar from the bowl and give it to the children, no. But whatever food you are preparing, if you have prepared fruits, a fruit salad, add a little sugar in there, because the sugar is also required by the children as they grow.